Hi everyone. Okay, so for some reason my video is acting super weird on my phone. I tried resetting it and I can't get it to work, but it'll start recording for 30 seconds and then it's saying that it's at its maximum recording capacity, so I have no idea what that is. I tried deleting a video to see if that would work and it's not having any of it, so I guess I'm gonna use Snapchat. So might as well have fun with the filter since we're doing it. So I recently started a new job. I'm working for a collection agency now in the customer service department, so I'm not really a debt collector, but in that area. I'm still in the training process, so things have been kind of crazy trying to get everything going and get everything down. So been a little crazy since then. I did comment in a recent video stating that my Aunt Flo, or AF, recently Alright, so this is going to be a little bit hard to kind of keep going with, I'm realizing, but I'm going to do my best. So my AF did end up showing last month. I just kind of swept it under the rug and just kept going with things because I kind of expected it to show anyways. I'm going to keep testing and stuff again. I am on my first day of my fertile window, so my day of ovulation is on October 28th, which is my son's birthday party, and a bunch of kids running around is probably not the best way to get me to want to be doing this, but we're gonna see how it goes. So in the meantime, the last couple of days, I did pick up these one-a-day prenatal gummies. I tried taking the pills when I was pregnant with Caden and they made me really sick, so I figured I'd try gummies. They were a little bit pricey. I want to say that they were $15 and there's 60 of them, and even though these pills are labeled one a day, you need to take two. I realized in that last one that there was music playing during it, so I'm assuming that it's probably the filter or whatever, so I'm sorry about that if it's a little loud, but I think it's off now. So you want to take two of these, even though they're the one a day. I started taking them a couple days ago just because they're supposed to help you get your body ready and stuff. I did start changing my diet and things like that too. I was reading in my book. I have a book that's, crap, I didn't bring it up with me, but I have a book that is, they have the what to expect when you're expecting book, and they have a book that is what to expect before you're expecting, and it talks about getting your body ready, things that can cause complications, things to help you. I got that book on Amazon and it's awesome. I'm only like maybe 40 pages into it, but it's really good. It's a lot of helpful tricks. They have charts and stuff in there, and then they have little gray areas that are just for like the dads to read, the future men and stuff, and it's about their bodies and how they can get ready for fertility as well. So anyways, yeah, that's super awesome, super helpful. I've just been kind of reading the gray areas out loud to Chad, but you could always bookmark them, hand them off to your guy, and then he can take his time to read those areas himself. So we're just kind of getting ready for that, playing around with things. Again, I don't know if I mentioned in one of my other videos, but I use Glow for a like period pregnancy tracker thing, and that's really cool because it's like a giant forum for people to talk into, which is really awesome because you can share stories, you can talk about your experiences. There's some people that have been on there trying for 10 years, there's others that try for a month and they get it, which is really awesome to see the different experiences that people are having. So I really, really, really love this app, and again, it's Glow, and I think it's just like a purple G on my iPhone that I have. Hang on, Caden. Okay, at the end of that last snap, Caden was calling me, so that's what I was saying. Hang on, Caden. But anyways, so one of the other things that I did get is I went on eBay and I got a pack of like those pregnancy test strips. So it's just the little strips like this. It's basically what the inside of the pregnancy test looks like. So I got 25 of those and it was less than $5, free shipping, and they got here in a couple of days, so it wasn't like I was waiting for them from China or anything. And I know that the Walmart ones are like 88 cents, but I really recommend doing this if you feel like you're going to be a person that's going to have trouble, if you've been already having trouble. This way you don't feel guilty about testing, because I know that every time I wanted to test early, even though I knew it was going to be a negative, this makes it guilt-free because it's like just a couple of cents per test, which is awesome, because instead of paying like $9 to know you're gonna get a negative, yeah. So anyways, because I know if you're like me and you've been doing this for a while, you've been having issues and stuff like that, it's like the second after your day of ovulation, you want to test, and you know it's going to be a negative because obviously the hormone levels are not that high, but for some reason you're like, need to test. It's like this weird like feeding that you needed to. And I know I'm not the only one, because I have been on my pregnancy forums and I have seen people create like conversations and topics and stuff about this, and so many people comment on it, so I know I'm not the only one. I'm not crazy. But anyways, definitely recommend these. I just got them on eBay. I typed in like pregnancy test strips, and these are the 25 of them. I think they have some ovulations ones like this that are super cheap as well. So I would definitely recommend getting those and starting on prenatal gummies, because that will definitely get your diet going, and you don't have to diet completely and change what you. But anyways, diet is extremely important as well. Now, obviously, I'm not saying like you need a crash diet and make sure you put down that pizza and that cake and only eat vegetables and fruits and proper like, just, you don't need to be obsessive about it. But on one of your days where you're feeling miserable and you want to kind of stuff your face, just keep in the back of your mind that your estrogen levels are stored in fat cells, and that counts for men as well. And I read this in my book. So when guys are overweight, they have excess amounts of estrogen in their body, so that's why their libido can go down. They can have issues with erectile dysfunction. They don't feel masculine anymore because their estrogen levels are so high. Same goes for women. If you're overweight, your estrogen levels can get too high, and then your body doesn't know what to do with it. And you can have trouble actually getting pregnant just because of your estrogen levels being high. So they recommend that you get to that proper body weight. Now, don't follow BMI all the time. I mean, you can use BMI as like a proper way to like just something to go off of, is what I'm trying to say. Because if BMI isn't always accurate, there's some of you girls out there that might be extremely muscular, and that's wonderful, but your BMI is going to look higher, and that's going to throw you off, and you're going to be like, well, I'm healthy. I'm healthy, so why am I having troubles and stuff? Well, in that case, it might be because you have too little of body fat and your estrogen levels are too low. So don't always just go off of the BMI chart, just because that's going to mess with you. But you can use it as a good source. You know your body. Don't be like shoving stuff under the rug or whatever. I know that I have more weight on me than I should. I'm not going to look at that BMI chart and be like, no, like, because I know that it is partially true. I can afford to lose a couple of pounds. I can afford to change my diet. There's some people that you might have to opt for picking up healthier fats and stuff in your diet. And now, if you're muscular, I'm not saying go and shove a chocolate cake down your throat to be able to get pregnant, but you can afford to take in those fats. Anyways, I'm not an expert with this. I'm just kind of going off of what I recently read in my book, the types of facts and stuff like that I do have. I may still not even be 100% right. I'm just kind of going off of what I'm reading and the types of things that I can help you guys with. If you have questions, I am willing to answer or go ahead and try and find out that answer for you. I have plenty of people that I talk to very openly. Like I said, I'm on those forums. I can talk to people there. I do have people I know that have, health degrees and things like that, so I can go always into that stuff with you first. So if anyone ever has any questions, please feel free to comment or message me if you want to be private about it. I am going to probably get a little bit more personal on here if some people are okay with that, going into following your ovulation and CM, which is cervical mucus, because you're supposed to track that to see if you're in your ovulation window. Obviously, if you're using ovulation strips, that's going to help you. You don't really need to completely follow your cervical mucus, but there's certain tips and tricks and stuff like that on the consistency that lets you know if you're in your fertile window. Anyways, I'm kind of done rambling. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to try and keep up with the video. I'll probably make another one before I start testing again. But if any of you have any questions or anything like that, throw them down below and I'll either answer or I'll do it in my next video for you. Bye, guys.